Next on Worcester News tonight, a close call in Southborough. A car smashes into a home after police say a drunk driver loses control. Plus, rethinking the snow day. The Westborough Public School District is giving students the opportunity to get work done on a day off. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. We're finally seeing some warmer temperatures in the forecast and it looks like they may be sticking around this week. It's a welcome sight to many. Let's send it right over to meteorologist Tim Kelly for a first look at our local forecast.
Real pretty day today. We managed to get to the mid-40s. A few of those dashboard thermometers did say 50. Snow shrinking, but there's a bit of a front coming through. It's going to come through and weaken. It's been snowing a bit in northern Vermont. And you still have the southern stream moisture, but there's a nice dry wedge that's going to be here most of the week, actually. Snow showers will end in northern New England. A few clouds come through here. Temperatures still around 40 degrees. Sun going down much later now that we changed the clocks. Just about freezing or so by 10 or 11. That's when we're going to have a little bit of black ice forming in the driveway or the sidewalk where the snowbank melts and refreezes, starting in the mid-20s to near 30. It is a nice looking Tuesday. It's going to be a bit more breezy, although it's been windy this afternoon. Tomorrow the wind is from the northwest and it's not quite as warm. 30s in the hills, low 40s at lower elevations. And then the sun goes down at close to 7 o'clock and it's still nice outside. Wednesday looks good. Then a warming trend turns wet on Friday. St. Patrick's Day weekend forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Tim. A Rockland man is arrested early Sunday morning. Police say he crashed his car into a Southborough home, causing extensive damage. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the driver is facing multiple charges. Our Rosalind Flaherty joins us live now outside of Westborough District Court, where the man was arraigned earlier today. Rosalind.
Olivia, the driver is charged with operating under the influence. It was a scary morning for the homeowner when she heard a loud bang and went outside.
Heard the final boom when we jumped up.
Carol Nocera can't believe someone crashed into the corner of her Southborough home early Sunday morning, taking a chunk out of its structure.
Scary, you know.
The driver of this Maserati hit her home on Corderville Road, traveled through her driveway, and ended up hitting a tree.
You hear it every day, but then when it happens to you, it's really a shock.
Nocera called police, and when they arrived, they charged the driver, a Rockland man, with operating under the influence.
He's lucky to be alive when you see how far it came.
Nocera says the damage was so bad she could see the road from inside her home. The home is boarded up now and is safe for her to live in. She is thankful no one was hurt.
It's a bad corner here, so there's been quite a few accidents, but first time the house has been hit.
She is now waiting to see how much it will cost to fix her home. The driver was released on personal recognizance and is due back in court next month. Live in Westborough, Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
A tractor trailer hits a bridge on Southbridge Street this morning. The trailer was resting against the bridge. It's unclear how the crash happened, but witnesses say the truck pulled out with the container up and it got stuck when it tried to go underneath the bridge. Towing crews worked to remove the cargo. No word yet on any injuries. A 23-year-old man from Medway is killed in a crash on 495 in Hopkinton. The man's car flying off the road and into the water. John Maroney has the latest on the investigation into this tragedy.
The crash happened around 5:30, right before the height of the morning commute. Sky Ranger was there. State police say that a 23-year-old man from Medway was traveling north on 495 in Hopkinton when he lost control of his car. The 2006 Honda Civic hit the median near exit 21, rolled over and came to rest upside down in about 4 feet of water, bringing first responders from both Hopkinton and Milford.
They found a vehicle off at the high-speed lane into a swamp area that's off on that side of the road. Car was submerged. Milford's crews came up along with the Hopkinton crews, donned cold water suits, and entered the water to start extrication.
The driver was removed and rushed to Milford Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. The state police accident reconstruction team is still trying to figure out what happened. The roads were slippery when the crash occurred.
The roads were icy when we went out at that hour of the morning. Yes, all companies were advised to use caution while responding.
John Maroney for Worcester News Tonight.
The city of Worcester releases a report breaking down the annual pay for more than 7,000 full and part-time city and Worcester public school employees. City manager Edward Augustus topped the list at close to $253,000. 10 other employees were also paid more than $200,000, including police chief Stephen Sargent. Meanwhile, another almost 700 employees made more than $100,000. The full list of 2018 wages can be found on the city's website. It includes gross salary, base salary, and other significant pay categories for each employee. The Worcester Regional Airport will see a cut in flights starting in June. American Airlines is dropping from 2 flights a day to Philadelphia to only 4 flights a week. The airline will only be flying out once a day on Monday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. American Airlines began flying out of Worcester last October. The new changes are expected to go into effect in June. A central Massachusetts school district has put a new system in place so when there is a snow day, students and teachers don't have to make up the extra days in the classroom. Our Anna Botari joins us live now with the details. Anna.
Well, this is the first year the Westborough public schools are using the alternative learning days. So instead of losing a school day to a snow day, they're learning from home.
Usually, a snow day means a makeup day in June. The Westborough public schools are doing something new to make sure their students are getting the required amount of learning time without extending the school year.
We call them alternative learning days, which is a term that the Department of Education in Massachusetts uses. They allow for school districts to develop a plan to create days that are alternative in structures.
Assistant Superintendent Daniel Mayer says their school year started a week late this year due to school construction projects. So the school committee passed a policy to replace every snow day with an ALD. With the click of a button on the school's website, students pre-K through 12th grade are able to access assignments.
If they were going to have 5 or 6 classes in a day, there would be 5 or 6 assignments. And the assignments were supposed to be rigorous and relevant to what it was being taught at that point in the curriculum.
Westborough has only had 1 ALD so far this year. Mayor says it went better than expected, and parents are supportive of it.
It's really good for kids and parents. Teachers are sending the syllabus, so it's easy for kids to learn something at home.
I think it's wonderful that they don't have to extend the school year and they can do their summer plans as they want, regardless of how many school days they have as snow days.
Now, Mayor says they plan to send out a survey to students, teachers, and parents before re-implementing this next year. Olivia?
All right, thank you, Anna. And a group of Northbridge High School students are finalists in a statewide video contest. 6 students in the school's advanced broadcast production class made this video for the state's Department of Fire Services Burn Awareness Contest. There were 58 entries and 6 finalists have been chosen. Northbridge is the only school in central Massachusetts. Students at the school say they got the idea from the computer game Sims.
One of the most notable things that happens in The Sims is your sim can start a kitchen fire, and that is where this whole idea came from of, hey, we have to make a fire safety video. I love The Sims. Let's incorporate the two.
It's important for people to be educated on stuff like this, especially since, some of the stuff is pretty obscure, like not normal people going about their daily lives might not think about it.
Make sure and the winner will be announced Tuesday at an award ceremony at Boston Shriners Burn Hospital. A gift shop in Worcester is asking for the public's help. They say they've been robbed 3 times in the past week. Seed to STEM shared this picture on their Facebook page. They say some of their taxidermy items have gone missing and are not for sale. The items have been collected to build their own small natural history museum. The store is looking for their weasel and baby skunk.